have no fucking idea what episode we're on.
Holy shit, me neither.
You said 17. Is it
8? 8. I think it's 8. Lucky 8. That's my lucky number.
No, it's not. Nobody has a lucky 8.
All right. Well,
what we're going to talk about? Our guest. Well, you go ahead.
Well, our guest tonight, unfortunately, has fallen to the coronavirus.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I was going to lead with that.
Oh.
We're in sync.
Well, yeah, he's doing okay.
We were going to have Captain Reese Stecker beach bum fishing tonight. Been trying to get him all year. No doubt he would.
He's been dodging us for months, and he might not even have coronavirus. It might just be another excuse.
He got nervous. Anyway, he's down. He's down.
He's got it. He's got the cootie bug.
We felt like we needed to get one out before both of us went on vacation for a little while.
Yep.
Because we said last time it wasn't going to be a while, and we're a month into it again with that one.
Life just happens.
Fuck, dude, life.
It gets in the way sometimes.
Anyway, just Dave and I again, winging it.
Yep.
So we're going to talk about season wrap-up.
Yeah, a little recap of the season. We thought it would be kind of funny to... I feel bad kind of talking bad about our clients.
No names. And hopefully it's the end of the year, and maybe by beginning of next year they'll forget that we talked about it.
Just some of the little things that people do on a daily basis that just kind of grind our gears a little bit.
All right, do the wrap up.
It's so funny because we all have the same experiences.
Call each other on the phone or text each other.
Yeah, you're just like, but it's all good, man. Yeah, interesting start to the year, obviously, with the whole pandemic thing, and just really weird. Like the bridge shutting down. I didn't really know what I was gonna do.
Didn't know if we were gonna make it. I remember saying, man, I'm gonna lose my ass this year.
Yeah.
We got motor payments. You had a boat. You were building a boat, and
yeah.
How the fuck are we gonna pay for it, man? How's it gonna?
It was very bizarre. My last trip was March 13th, and it was like just such a weird, strange feeling on the boat because we knew it was like getting really weird, and we were catching tons of fish, but we just couldn't really enjoy it because it was like, what in the hell is going on in the world?
Yeah, everything shut down.
I think it was like the next day they closed the bridge down for about 6 weeks.
Yeah, it was May. They opened it back up for
May 15th or something like that.
For May 11th for homeowners.
Yeah.
Non-resident homeowners. And
yeah.
Was able to scab out a trip or two from that.
Yeah, I guess it's okay to confess. I brought some people in by boat during the bridge closure. I launched my duck skiff over there at behind my house and picked them up and brought them back to my house and brought the trucks over. Oh God!
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do. Yeah,
it was right there, right before they opened the bridge. So it was during Cobia season, and
but
they didn't really have any contact with anybody. We just went fishing. So and they got like, whatever. It's not a big deal.
But we were both booked. I was starting on May 1st. I was booked every day.
Yeah.
For the month of May, and I lost. And when they closed the bridge down, I lost every day. Every single day. Yeah. Canceled or backed out and said, we don't know what's going on. We're not coming. We don't know if we're coming. How do you? I mean, you're talking about going up. Being stoked for the season to start, and then somebody tells you, man, well, you can kiss that money. That money's gone, man. And I'm going, because I don't know about you, but I'm limp into May.
Oh, dude.
I mean, like limping in.
If you're not, then you've got something else going on because it's a long winter.
Man, when you're used to making money and you got bills, like you make money for 12 months out of the year, but you only make it for 9 months out of the year, or 6 months out of the year, or however long you're working, and then man, I come in limping, and then when they tell you that we're taking it all away from you and it's not going to happen, I'm just like, dude, head starts to hurting. You wishing you had some Xanax.
Yeah, you start like thinking what you're gonna do, bang some nails, or I don't know. I was ready to do whatever, but fortunately,
that being said, when they opened it up May 16th for everybody, it was like the fucking knock the dam down, and then the phone didn't stop ringing.
Yeah, we had a great season as far as the amount of trips floating around.
I think
everybody was busy.
We're just rolling, not rolling until the end of mid-end of August. Just
as long as you wanted. I think you could still fish right now if you kept pushing it, but fishing's about over.
Yeah,
unless
fishing.
You like catching stripers.
I caught some fish last Friday. Had a decent day for what this time of year catching reds, and then you went out Sunday, And your report from Sunday, I had a call and I told the guy, man, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah, I had one of the guys fished out of our marina today, and I think he caught one fish all day. So
man,
we're all done. I mean, we had a good year. Everybody had a little more trips than expected in the fall, so that'll carry us through.
Yeah, hopefully people remember.
Yeah.
Might not remember after we talk about them, but anyway, fishing was really good. Fishing held on right until the end of end of November for the most part. You could catch fish, which has been a long time. I remember in October.
Water was in the upper 60s. I mean, all the way up until this last cold front, really.
You remember Octobers where I would call you and you'd caught one red and 4 skates, and I said, "That's good enough, man. I'm coming over there. Let me get. How close can I get to you?"
Yeah, over there on Green Island, it's not even there anymore.
Yeah. I caught
throwing like shrimp on a bottom bait. Getting excited about catching one black drum undersized or something. No, we got lucky with the late season action.
We needed it.
Yeah,
glad to have it, man. I actually get to go on a vacation.
Rewinding back to Cobia season, it was kind of a bit of a bust for me, anyway.
Well,
there was a couple glory days, but
couple good days, but just when you felt like it was getting ready to bust loose, man.
It'd be 3 days of northeast and rain.
But you go out there, I saw 6.
Yeah, that was
not seeing 6. You want to be catching 6.
I don't think I saw anything over 50 pounds.
Nope.
All year, man.
Small fish, right on.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
I mean, it's just strange, man. I think I might have saw one fish over 50 pounds and we didn't get him. I think the biggest fish was like maybe 40 pounds we caught this year. It was pretty sad.
48.
But
yeah, that's small fish. We had a couple good days, big number days, but nothing where you wanted to bound on your chest and say, "Look at this meat haul." Yeah. I mean, I guess guys in Hatteras probably did, but I think Chubbs had a good day.
Yeah, there was a couple days here and there.
Overall,
he always gets it.
Overall, it wasn't banner year.
Yeah,
and then we went right from that to.
Don't even say it.
Right from that into speckled trout fishing, and we all became experts.
Oh man, we can't say the word speckled trout anymore for the next 2 episodes. It's the Speckled Trout podcast.
I filled out a survey form today for a quasi sponsorship deal, and one of the things was, "What do you fish for most often?" And you had to rank them, and I had to put it first. I had to put it down first. It is. Yeah. But anyway, we joke about them, but we all learned. We spread out this year and learned a lot of new areas. And I talked about it. And let me before I forget, the last episode we did was actually trying to teach people something that we've acquired, the knowledge we've acquired. You talked about reds. I talked about trout.
Yeah.
I went out the very next day and took a fucking skunk. The day after this episode. Speckled trout.
Don't feel bad. I had my dad here, and it was the first day he's checking out my new boat, and he brought his 2 buddies down and all that, and we fished for like 4 hours and never had a bite. It was like, oh man,
professional.
Yeah. So the guy's like, "So this is what you do for a living?"
You look at him, man, and they're Googling some other guy in the area.
I just knew we were gonna catch him too. Like, it was still kind of warm, and like the tide was right, wind and everything. I was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna get him, new boat. Yeah, this is great." Nothing, not a bite. Oh well. Of course, they're like, "Oh, it's just good being out here."
Like,
which is not.
It's a good segue.
Yeah.
One of the things I get tired of hearing.
Yeah.
I know, man. That's really nice of you to say. Just enjoy the experience. Yeah, that's good for like 30 minutes, and you can do it a lot cheaper on a dolphin tour boat.
Yeah.
I know. You're stoked when you get on the boat. When you tell me that, I know, man. An hour into it, we know when I send Dave the hashtag on the bow. Well, he sends it to me. We know what that means. You're tired, you're bored, and you're done talking to me because I'm not catching you shit.
And you're trying to get away from us.
You've walked as far away from a 26-foot boat from me as you can without falling overboard. You're all up there, squunched up, hanging 10 on the bow, just so you don't have to talk to me anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll have that, man. It's just part of it.
Part of it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it doesn't happen very often.
Yep. So I got the new boat. It's in the water. I was able to squeeze in a handful of trips, man. It's It's a game changer.
You ran offshore in it.
I did. I took it to the point. Yeah.
Went tuna
fishing. Like the first day I had it, just go ahead and send it out there. Yeah, we didn't catch any tuna, but I got out there. It was like 68-degree water. I mean, I don't know much of anything past like 2 miles off the beach, but we went ahead and went all the way out there. And I just put the nose to the point and went out there and got there, and it looked like the inlet. I was like, this can't be right. This can't be good. We trolled around and finally went like into like 700,000 feet of water and found some blue water and caught a handful of mahi. But it was cool to be out there. I don't go out there very often.
Did you feel like when you were out there, the guys in the big boats were looking at you? Like
they weren't even nearby. So that's just how I knew we were. It was like the calmest day of the year, and there was nobody around. So we definitely made a wrong turn.
Yeah. Did that tell you maybe?
Yeah,
they went somewhere else.
Sign, yeah, they were about 25 miles north of us.
You didn't have that network, did you?
I didn't know where. I don't even.
You didn't have that network to call or text.
Yeah. All I knew was to put a couple of ballyhoos behind the boat and drive around in circles.
You felt like those guys when we run by them and they're piled up on the shoal there, just sitting there waiting for Tito to come get them.
Yeah,
that's what you felt.
I'll tell you what, man. That shoal by the double nickel where you go like come around to the right, and go towards Wanchis. Man, that thing is creeping by out past the Barker. Yeah. That's gonna start getting some people. So anyway. But yeah, man, I'm enjoying it. It feels huge, so that's nice. A lot of room. For
people that actually listen to us or watch this, maybe you tell them what kind of boat you got.
I got a Valentino. He builds them over there in Mans Harbor. We had a bit of a rough start to the whole ordeal, man. It was kind of a little bit of a frustrating process.
What, trying to come together on what you wanted to do? Or
no, just timing, man. Like his timelines. It was just a lot longer than I was expecting, and we kind of butted heads a little bit. But we've got through all that, and really happy with the product. So he's got a good thing. I mean, the boat is really, really nice. It's perfect for what we do.
It's
really, really shallow. It's a light boat, so it's not going to be, the greatest ride in a big, choppy, sloppy.
Man, don't worry about that.
That's not what's important to me.
We're not. If you want that, then we're in the wrong game.
Yeah.
I mean, exactly. There's going to be days that you're going to get the shit kicked out of you no matter what.
Yeah. So it floats shallow. It doesn't have casting deck, so you can just kind of walk around the whole thing, and that was really what was super important to me. What I've found is like the most comfortable for the clients is they like to lean up against the gunnels, and they just feel a lot more comfortable in that type of layout. So it's just super roomy, a lot of room to cast, and gets everywhere I need it to get. And I've got tackle storage, and everything's just kind of laid out exactly how I wanted it. Just having done it for a few years now, I kind of knew just how I wanted it laid out, and for what we do in our business. So it's great, man. I'm stoked.
26, 27, 28. What is it?
He calls it a 28. I want to say it's like a 26 with the bracket.
Yeah,
call it a 28. Yeah. It feels like an oil tanker compared to my other boat.
No doubt. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean it's really nice. I'm stoked.
I'm sure clients will be appreciative.
And she flies. I went from a really slow boat to a rocket ship, so I got to try not to be that guy that runs 100 miles an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that guy.
Yeah, that guy. We love that
guy. What else you got?
I don't know, man. We were laughing the other day on the phone about some things that some of the charters do.
I got it the other day. I got it again the other day. Like
what?
You can
16 minutes.
You can tell it. And
There's a couple of things that kind of drive me nuts. One of the ones is when people just continuously reel the bait or the cork or anything it is up to the rod tip and just keep on cranking.
When they got a fish on and you tell them to sit in
when they got a fish on, or when they're just stowing the rod away or whatever, man. It's just like, I don't understand how some people can think that's how you do it. Just reel a popping cork all the way up to the rod tip, slam it up, and like keep cranking, and you're just like, oh my god.
Yeah. Please. And then you tell them that cork or that fish, that's not going to go through that rod tip. I promise you. Yeah. No matter how hard you reel, it's not going to fit.
And that's what makes it hard to really buy some really nice quality stuff, because it's like, it's just cringy, man.
Tips.
People just
replace those more than anything.
Yeah.
I mean, tips.
And then once you throw a new tip on there, it's just not. It starts spinning.
It never stays. I mean,
it's never good.
I carry a glue stick on board now, man. I mean, it seriously, it never stays. You glue it on there, or they glue it on there, and a week
you look
later,
up and the tip's like facing up,
and the line's like, wrapped around the tip, and they're trying. Well, Captain, what's wrong with this reel? Man, check it out.
Or another one is, man, when they don't ever give themselves enough line, like when they're pulling a fish off or something. You know, they'll reel it to like a foot up to the rod tip, and then try to work way up here, and you're just like, dude, just open the bail and just give yourself 6 foot.
Your rod is bent like this. I mean, you're gonna break the rod. Trust me, you're gonna break that rod if you don't let some line out, or you can put that hook in your finger.
Yeah, I mean, obviously our job is to kind of, advise them, but they don't listen.
And for the most part, we're pretty good. At just at some point, and now we're letting it out a little bit.
We love it. It's just part of it, man. You gotta expect it. I mean, you get all skill levels, so it's okay. You know, it's nice to teach people something, but sometimes they learn the hard way.
It's people that get really excited and they just reel nonstop.
Yeah.
And you go, man, let's use the rod. That's what those rods are for. They're made to pull up and then reel in a slack. Pull up, reel in a slack. That's why that rod bends like that. And
exactly.
Doing this nonstop, and the fish is going the other way, and they're doing this, and then you're going, I just know those gears are in there just chipping.
You just gotta I mean, at this point, you know, you gotta balance like your coaching with just like letting them enjoy themselves, man. And like, I think some guys go a little overboard with like just barking at people and trying to get them to do the right thing.
You ever called anybody on the phone and heard them barking at their phone?
It's just finding that happy place. But at the same time, man, you know, some people are out there to learn, and you gotta, you know, throw out some things every now and then, but not in an aggressive way, just helping them out, you know. And you know, like fighting a fish is 95% technique and just like 5% strength. You know what I mean? And people will just wear themselves out, just cranking and not using a rod. And once you finally like get somebody coached to where they can fight a fish properly, it's just, man, it's like effortless, you know. And it just takes a little bit of coaching. So you got to throw some stuff out there every now and then, you know, some advice, but not too much.
There are times where you just stop talking. Because
eventually, man, if they're just not listening, you just let it go.
You just look around. I mean, you just start looking off in the sky and go, man, just don't drop.
When they try to stow the jig like 2 guides down from the tip of the rod's like this. And you're just like, no. You just know it's going to snap.
And the hook's inside that small little ceramic, just chipping it around. And going, which is when you start chipping guides, then that's even worse than tips. Tips are $3, man. Getting a guide.
Then you just cut the whole guide out.
Yeah.
We've got a couple of those.
We don't need all of them. That's what they're there for. You have spare.
Just a little bit of a gap.
I've had a couple of handles reeled off this year.
Oh, the backwards reel.
Getting so excited, and they start cranking.
And then they're like, what's wrong with your equipment? This is a left-handed setup. We get that one a lot.
The handle's in their hand. And
they just like flip it upside down and reel it forward. Or you get all walks of life. Or how about when they show up to your boat in the morning on a half-day trip and they got like all their suitcases and
they got their 144 quart cooler.
You're like, holy shit! You got to look at your calendar. Like, I only got you down for a 4-hour, man. This isn't a 7-day excursion.
They each have a backpack. They've got a 144 quart cooler. And
I used to let them just bring it all, but now I'm like, hold on, wait, time out. What do we got in each bag? Let's decide if we need to really bring these or not, because I guess with the new rig now we'll have a little more room. But my other boat, man, one extra like little bag lunch, and we were just stumbling all over each other.
No, I've got enough. I mean, I've got 2 kill boxes, and I've got enough to put a family in. One of them, you know. And I say, guys, I've got plenty of fish storage, man. You don't need to bring that for fish storage.
Right.
And we're going on a half-day trip. How much do you need to eat?
Well, I mean, that's the thing. On a half day, you don't really need to bring anything. Food, drink, like nothing. Maybe a jacket if it's like in the fall. But I mean, people bring sandwiches and snacks and drinks, and they never touch it.
I went down to the fishing center today to just check on my boat, and there was a family getting on a boat, and They did, man. They were Gilligan's Island, man. Yeah. They had it all for the 3-hour tour.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's whatever. It's all good.
Anyway, we're dogging them. Tell me,
we are.
What
man.
about?
This is awful.
What
we
about?
Really appreciate our customers big time. Maybe someone will take away a little something from this.
The one that. Go ahead. The one where you call me, and we're fishing and we're going. I mean, when we're on the game, man, we're fishing spot to spot to spot. When I'm trout fishing, I do 15 cast.
Yeah.
If I don't get a bite in 15 cast, I move to the next spot.
Yeah.
Red fishing, whatever, man, 5-10 minutes. I don't know, whatever. You don't get a bite, you're going to the next grass bed or whatever.
Yeah. Sometimes, my attention span's a little too short on that,
but what do you hear when you haven't made any? You're going to the same.
Well, the thing is like, for a 4-hour trip, you're pretty much just gonna do one, maybe two different like target species. You need a couple different techniques. You're not gonna go do 100 different things. So like I really try to condition people that are booking a trip to say, hey, we're going to go cast lures for speckled trout. Like that's what we're going to do. We're not going to go. I don't know why I used to feel like I had to like tell them we had these 10 million different options, but when really we're just going to go try to catch speckled trout and maybe a puppy drum.
There's guys that do that.
Yeah. But
call them on the phone.
I mean, we do have a lot more options, but no, I guess it just ends up being a
no, I tell people when they tell you what they want to catch, and I try to guide the conversation to what our best opportunity to catch is. Yeah, that's the way I run my business. If people, everybody wants to catch blue marlins, man. Yeah, that'd be fucking awesome, dude. Yeah, go jump a 500-pounder off back in 3 feet of water. That's killer. Yeah. No, but I try to tell them this is what I have to offer, and this is. I mean, seriously, you want to go try to catch a. I don't know, fucking tarpon, dude. Yeah, we see them every now and then.
Oh, yeah.
Chances of catching them are probably not very good, but we have been catching a lot of these, and it's been plenty of action. What do you think about doing that? Yeah. It's usually the way I sell it. That being said, when we move 100 yards, we're
still doing the same thing.
We're going to do the same thing. When somebody says, and they say it, well, Cap, what are we going to do now?
What are we doing here? What do we say? This is the daytime sword fishing spot right here, boy. We're getting the big guns out right here. We're doing the same thing, man. I'm sorry.
I had a crew back in like September, man, and they were anglers. They were good. They were on it. They do a fair amount of fishing, and they asked that question.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in one particular beautiful piece of habitat back there behind New Inlet, man. Uh-huh. That sexy water back there, but it's big and there's nothing else to do. When you're back there, when you're in that area, you're committed to doing this.
Yeah.
You're not going to save it by drifting for flounder or anything like that.
Yeah.
And we moved from one 3.5-foot slough to another 3.5-foot slough, 0.16 miles.
Yeah. When you're running just back upwind in a big loop, you're probably going to do the same exact thing.
And they asked, well, Cap, what are we going to hear?
What's going on here?
Yeah, I love it, man.
What are we targeting here? You're like, on this drift, we're going to catch triple tail.
Yeah, man. This is completely different. This different species have moved in now. Yeah. Don't worry about it. They're coming.
Same lure, same drift.
You have
totally different targets.
That'd be I said, really appreciate them.
That's usually like a cue that they're ready to do something different. But it was your first drift, and you still got 3 hours left. You're like, oh, God. I hope he likes this. I hope he gets better.
All right, what do you got? We've managed 26 minutes here.
All right, great.
To talk about, once again, teach nothing, sell nothing.
Just rambling.
Rambling about good times.
Some people like it.
Yeah. Hope it works out. Coming up, I've bitten the bullet, and I'm outfitting us this something that looks like a studio downstairs.
Really?
Yeah, so we can leave equipment set up.
Yes.
My wife doesn't have to leave
hide down in the basement.
Hide in the basement when we're doing this.
Yeah.
Or give me the line. Well, the way we make these work is Dave has to make sure that things are okay at his house, or that he can get away because he has 2 kids and a wife that works. I have to make sure my kids are swimming, my dog's quiet, and my wife doesn't have anything else set up. That's the way we have to make this work. Then we take over the dining room here.
Then we got to get a guest, but then they go and get sick.
But anyway, so starting after Christmas.
Well, that's exciting.
It should be quite a bit easier because just to get this stuff set up, man,
we're not going to be fishing. So what are we going to talk about all winter long?
Oh man, people want to. They want to hear about fishing. You don't even have to catch fish. When nobody's fishing.
So when Reese gets better, we're going to have him on next. That should be very entertaining.
Chances are we will fight.
We're going to get at least an hour out of him.
Me and him will argue.
We're all going to just fight.
We'll probably turn it off. Have to come back, turn it back on.
We're going to have to do commercial breaks left and right.
Yeah.
No, that'll be entertaining, man. He is an animal. He's been doing it a long time.
He's a fucking James Brown, man. The hardest working man in show business.
He fishes hard, man. He gets after it.
Notice I didn't say he fishes smart. He just fishes hard.
He does. Well, if you're not,
I'll let him.
The saying?
I'll let him rebut that.
If you're gonna be dumb, you got to be tough.
Something like that.
Nah, we love Reese. Should be a fun episode. I'm glad we got this done, man. Keep them coming.
All right.
I'm looking forward to the studio.
I'm already bought stuff.
Sweet. What a nice surprise. All right. Well, I am heading down to Florida for a couple weeks, so maybe I'll have a little report from down there.
I'm going to Florida.
Oh yeah, we're gonna meet up. That's right. BB's taking us fishing. So anyway, yeah, we'll be back in a few weeks to drop another episode and hopefully a little action from Florida. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
something different.
I always have cameras.
Yeah.
All right, man. Thanks for checking it out. Later.